A recent review in the New York Times noted that Canada has produced several good writers that are read widely by American readers, and it singled out the incomparable Alice Munro, who is not just a good writer, but a great one, the first Canada has produced. Alice Munro's considerable reputation will be further enhanced by her 8th collection of stories. It's called Open Secrets, and Alice Munro joins me now to talk about it, and maybe some other things too. Hi.
Hi.
Does that kind of stuff embarrass you?
As a matter of fact, I haven't read that. I haven't read it.
No, it's not in a review of your book. It's in a review of something else.
Oh, really?
Yes, he just says in passing.
I thought you were making it up, Peter, to see what
Alice,
I would do.
I wouldn't make anything up.
I wouldn't say you wouldn't.
But the reviews of your book have been really.
They've been great.
Yeah, they've been. And it's. Well, can you handle all that?
Well,
Should one woman get so much praise?
This time I made up my mind not to read any reviews. But my editor in New York phoned me up and read me a bit of the New York Times review. And that's all I know of it. I haven't read the Globe review, though people have told me about it.
Yeah.
And
it's Sharon Butala, and it loves you.
And
calls it a marvel. Says you're a marvel.
I haven't read any others because I thought it's just such a dumb way to live, sitting around waiting for your reviews to come in. You see, because you do get worried about them. They do affect your day, and this shouldn't be happening. I've got too much else going on in my life, and
You don't mind me telling you that you've had other good ones, David Hellwig.
No, but if you came on and told me I'd had bad ones, you see, my mood would change completely, and that shouldn't happen.
No, it shouldn't.
But it does. It does to me anyway. And I get over it fairly quickly. But just to make sure, I read somewhere that Doris Lessing never sees any of her reviews. They don't go to her, they go to her publisher, and sometimes her publisher phones up and says, some of these aren't bad, you should come down and look at them. Yeah. And she says, no. So I thought I'd try it this time.
I've never believed anybody who's told me that, but I have to believe you, because I think you would that's something you might do, is just decide, I'm not going to read any reviews.
Well, I thought I'd experiment, see what it did for my mental health.
Want my review?
Okay.
It's magic. You've even outdone yourself. It's just incredible, this book. Everybody I know who's read it, not necessarily literary types, not reading. They're just reading for pleasure. They just come away stunned and moved.
Well, thank you. You see, with this book, I did things that either have to work. They have to work pretty well, or the whole story doesn't hold at all. I did riskier things than I've ever done before, and I did think that I'd be getting a lot of people sort of carping because they weren't sure what happened, and that we'd have to talk about this. Mm-hmm. We might have to talk about it anyway, but
I got one I'm not sure what happened, and I don't know whether I want to ask you about it or not, because I kind of like not knowing.
Well, that's good. That's really the response I want to get. I want to move away from what happened to the possibility of this happening or that happening, and a kind of idea that life is not just made up of the facts, the things that happened, that I went to school on a certain day, that things like this, but all the things that happen in fantasy, the things that might have happened, the kind of alternate life that can almost seem to be accompanying what we call our real lives. Yeah. And I wanted to get all that sort of working together.